I go to Disney World by myself almost every month for work. Yeah, solo trips to the most magical place on earth. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Wait, isn't Disney World just for kids? And isn't going by yourself kind of awkward? Well, you're halfway right. Disney isn't just for kids, but there are definitely some hilariously awkward solo moments. Today, I'm diving into the funny, cringy, and sometimes surprisingly wholesome realities of going to Disney World by yourself. Okay, let's talk about character dining. On paper, it sounds magical. You're enjoying a great meal while Mickey, Minnie, or the princesses come and stop by your table to say hello. And it is magical, but when you're solo, it can feel a little awkward. The characters are pros at interacting with families and kids, so when it's just you, suddenly the spotlight feels very bright. You're sitting there with your plate of waffles, and Goofy comes bounding over ready for hugs and photos. Next thing you know, you're posing for a full photo shoot with just you and Goofy. It's fun, but it's also a little surreal, like you've accidentally booked a private meet and greet. The cast members and photographers will still give you the full experience, and honestly, that's the best part. You get undivided attention, which can actually make for some amazing photos and hilarious memories. Sure, you might feel like everyone around you is watching, but remember, they're focused on their own tables, their own kids, their own pancakes. Now here are my pro tips for character dining solo. Lean into the silliness. Laugh, wave, pose. The characters thrive on your energy, so just go with it. Bring conversation starters. Compliment the character's outfit, ask about their day, or just play along with their gestures. And finally, think of it as a perk. You're not competing with a big group for attention. You're not waiting in a super long line to meet a character. The attention is all yours, and you get Mickey Mouse by yourself for the couple minutes that he's at your table. So take advantage of it. Picture this. You're at a beautiful table service restaurant in Disney World. The lighting is warm, the food smells incredible, and all around you, families are laughing, or couples are having a nice romantic date night, and then there's you, sitting alone at your table, waiting for your meal. It can feel awkward, almost like you're the odd one out in a sea full of people. But here's the thing, Disney cast members are fantastic at making solo diners feel welcome. They'll often strike up a friendly conversation, sprinkle in a little extra Disney magic, or even make you laugh with a quick joke. Sometimes they'll treat you like a VIP because you're the only guest at your table, which honestly feels pretty special. The truth is, dining alone doesn't have to be uncomfortable. It's actually a chance to slow down and enjoy the atmosphere. You don't have to juggle conversation, keep kids entertained, or split appetizers. It's just you, your food, and the Disney magic around you. My tip for this one, treat yourself. Order that fancy dessert or appetizer you've always wanted. No one's gonna judge you, and you don't have to share. So, treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Any Parks and Rec fans out there? Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
What was the song?
Treat yourself 2011.
And that's all I remember. The single rider line. Truly a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it's easily one of the best Disney hacks out there. You can shave off a huge chunk of wait time, especially on popular rides like Test Track and Expedition Everest. Shorter wait times? Yes, please. But here's the flip side. You're almost guaranteed to be paired with a stranger, and that's where the awkwardness kicks in. You slide into the seat, buckle up, and suddenly you're shoulder to shoulder with someone you've never met. Do you say hi? Do you make small talk? Or do you just stare straight ahead like you're on a very intense business trip? I've tried both approaches. Sometimes you get a fun conversation, maybe they're a fellow Disney fan, maybe they're visiting for the first time, and you bond over the ride. Other times, it's complete silence, and you both pretend you're invisible until the ride ends. And honestly, both are fine. At the end of the day, the single rider line is awkward in theory, but in practice, it's just part of the Disney solo adventure. Whether you end up with a new friend or just a quiet seatmate, you still get the fun of the ride, and that's truly what matters. Meeting characters solo is a whole different vibe. Mickey Mouse is adorable. Love that guy. But let's be honest, he doesn't talk back to me. So you're basically having a one-sided conversation while a PhotoPass photographer captures every second of your awkward attempt at small talk. It feels a little like performing almost stand-up comedy for an audience of one, who just happens to be a giant mouse. But here's the thing, the characters are absolute pros at making it fun. They'll gesture, mime, and play along in ways that make you feel included, even if you're solo. Sometimes they'll give you an exaggerated reaction, strike a silly pose, or even pretend you're their special guest. And honestly, that can make the interaction even more memorable than if you were in a big group. My tips for meeting characters anytime, whether you're alone with a few people or a big group. Prepare a question or a comment. Even though they don't talk, they'll respond with gestures. For example, ask Mickey if he's been practicing his dance moves, or challenge Goofy to flex his muscles because, Goofy works out. And for characters that can talk to you, like the princesses, they know how to keep the conversation going, so you won't need to worry about that. There have been times before where I've met princesses by myself and I barely get a word in because those girls, they like to chat. So overall, you don't need to be worried. Standing in line at Disney can be its own kind of adventure and not always the magical kind. You're packed in close quarters, nowhere to go, and suddenly you're unwillingly cast as an extra in someone else's family drama. Maybe it's siblings fighting over who gets the front seat on Space Mountain, or parents debating whether they should have booked Lightning Lane for the day. And there you are, stuck right behind them, pretending you don't hear every word. It's one of those awkward moments where you feel like you've accidentally walked into a reality TV show. You can't escape. You can't turn down the volume, so you just become very fascinated in your phone. Oh wow, looks like a 20% chance of rain at 3:17. Fascinating. Sometimes the drama is entertaining, as long as you don't get caught staring. Now, before I get to the last one, if you ever find yourself wandering Disney World solo and start thinking, okay, now what? What do I do? AllEars has you covered. We threw ourselves headfirst into 1,000 Disney World tasks in just 100 days. It was chaotic, it was glorious, and it was the ultimate Disney challenge. Now it's your turn. Use our madness as your master plan, your brag book, or even your vacation play-by-play. Whether you want to conquer rides, taste every snack, or discover hidden details you've never noticed before, this list is the perfect cure for boredom and the ultimate guide to making your solo trip unforgettable. You can scan the QR code you see on screen now, or head to AllEars.net/1ktasks on another device to grab your copy. Oh, and by the way, it's free, so you should really go do it. Taking travel photos alone can definitely feel awkward. You're standing in front of Cinderella's castle with your phone out at arm's length while all the families around you are posing with matching shirts. It's easy to feel very self-conscious and like everyone's watching you. But here's the truth. You're on vacation. You deserve to capture those memories, and no one is judging you as much as you think they are. Disney backgrounds are so stunning that even a simple selfie looks magical. Whether it's Spaceship Earth glowing at night, the Tree of Life towering behind you, or Main Street lit up with twinkling lights, the setting does have to work for you. And honestly, these solo photos often end up being some of the most authentic because they're just you living your Disney adventure. As a professional selfie taker, here are my pro tips. Use PhotoPass photographers. They are everywhere, and they'll happily take photos of you solo. No awkwardness required. Try creative angles. Use reflections, ride details, or props, like a Mickey bar or Dole Whip, to make your photos more fun. Don't be shy about selfies. Everyone's doing it, and Disney is one of the most selfie-friendly places on Earth. Capture candid moments. Snap photos while you're laughing, eating, or just soaking in the atmosphere. They feel more natural than stiff poses. And finally, use a tripod or a phone stand. If you really want that perfect shot, a small travel tripod can be a game changer. At the end of the day, most of these awkward solo Disney moments only feel embarrassing because we convince ourselves that everyone is watching us. The truth? Nobody's paying that much attention to you. Families are focused on their kids, couples are wrapped up in their own magic, and everyone else is just trying to get to their next ride. So while you might feel like the spotlight is on you when you're dining alone or meeting a character, snapping selfies, whatever, in reality, no one is looking at you. And that's the beauty of it. You get to enjoy Disney your way, not worrying about what anyone else thinks. Some of my favorite Disney World memories have been when I've traveled alone. So don't be afraid and take the solo trip. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it encourages you to travel solo, even once. I just think it's great. It's gonna be great for you. You're gonna love it. If you're still watching, thank you so much, and don't forget to put this in the comments below so that we know you watched the entire video. Thank you so much, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We here at AllEars post tips, resort reviews, games, challenges, more from Disney World, other theme parks, and beyond all week long. Why? Because we're serious about fun. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.